What up, Raffleators? Welcome back to my channel. This is Lamaha Street at Oronoque Street. Right, that's Oronoque Street looking south. This is Lamaha Street. And that's the train line, Lamaha Street embankment. It's Lamaha Street looking east. This is the Guyana Bible Church. What we're doing this morning is taking a walk down the streets of Queenstown, right? Walking down, in this case, Oronoque Street. Now, Oronoque Street extends all the way from Lamaha Street to South Road, or Kroll Street. South Road and Kroll Street. And it's traditionally a residential neighborhood that was favorite of the diplomatic missions, particularly the residences. So Main Street was the place where they had most of the embassies. But in this neighborhood of Queenstown is where a lot of the foreign missions have their residences for their diplomats. And the whole point of this series of videos is to chronicle the transformation that's going on here in Queenstown with new construction. New buildings are being constructed, new residential buildings. This, for example, I think is a new as a, in terms of 3 or 4 years. This is a Naira Street, right? This is a new condominium apartment rental building that's being constructed here on a Naira Street, right? A Naira Street in Queenstown. And next door, another building is being constructed, another residential building. All right, somewhere under construction, not yet quite completed, right? But this is what's happening in Queenstown. In Queenstown, Georgetown, that was a neighborhood traditionally catering to diplomats and their families. In other words, during, I think, the 80s and 90s, when a lot of Guyanese were migrating, this neighborhood was where a lot of property became available for rental. All right, that's a new 3-story building, another 3-story building. This one is an original from Queenstown back in the day. It's fully wooden, so that means it goes way back, maybe 1950s, 1960s. Old traditional, all the windows, traditional colonial building. But this is what the new Queenstown is. Right, the new Queenstown is still a residential neighborhood, but the transformation is in terms of building architecture. So that's a new building. Somebody's actually putting a new residential building in that lot. They tore down a building recently to do that. Over here, now look at this, is a steel frame building with an elevator that's protruding out the side of the building, an elevator shaft. Right, so this here is also in Queenstown, new construction in Queenstown. And kind of captures what is happening in Queenstown. That's a 4-story building with what seems like a roof balcony. All right, we've been down Queenstown before, this street in Queenstown before, Laluni Street in Queenstown. Right, that's a Looney Street in Queenstown, and we're walking on Oronoque Street. And what I'm doing in this video is bringing you up to date on the new building construction in Queenstown, how the neighborhoods are being transformed. This is a new residential building. This one is being constructed by the Chinese. It's a Chinese store, I believe, some kind of general store or supermarket. A lot of these residential lots are being snapped up by the Chinese. And being transformed. So this building is going to be what? Next link. Morning. Next link is going to be seems to be a commercial building being constructed here on Oronoque Street in Queenstown. All right, Oronoque Street in Queenstown. And I see a lot of Chinese construction and supervising management team around that building. So that's how I concluded that Chinese are building that one. This is a new, well, not new, but renovated 3-story building here on Crown Street. Somebody wanted me to do a walk down Crown Street. It's probably going to come in a future video. Crown Street is also here in Queenstown being transformed. Right, so a lot of the transformation in buildings, constructed buildings in Queenstown is taking place on Crown Street. Right, that's Crown Street. Let's keep going. Down near this is St. Gabriel's Primary School over here. It's after 8 a.m. so schools are in session. But down near the end of this street, that is Rob and Oronoque Street, is where they're constructing that new this one is for sale residential building that's recently been renovated. Yeah, man. You too. So a lot of the transformation here, this is a nursery school and a preschool connected to the church, right? So it's next to St. Gabriel's, and that's the church next door. So a lot of the transformation here is in the construction of bigger residential buildings, and of course an influx of commercial buildings. This is Landscapes, right? Landscapes and Oronoque Street. Landscapes Street and Oronoque. So a lot of the transformation that's happening here in Queenstown has to do with the construction of larger residential buildings. And like I said, down at the corner of Rob Street and Oronoque is where you have that new Best Western Hotel. Right, I remember 5 years or so ago, this one was being constructed, this building is being constructed as a rental building. Now they've turned it into a commercial building. Right, it seems as if there's going to be a beauty shop over here. On this side, this building is also now a commercial building, Serenity Apartments, with floored hardware on the ground floor. And that used to be, or still is, that's the residential building being guarded by sheriff security. Remember, there was a massive building in this lot, an old 3-story wooden building that has been torn down, and very soon I'm pretty sure somebody's going to put up a massive building at this lot. It's high value real estate. To do that, we're back at 4 Shaw Street. This is a nightclub, HQ nightclub, very popular with the Brazilian community here in Georgetown. HQ nightclub. This is a new residential building, now closer to completion. It's about 4 stories tall here in Queenstown. Right, they've actually completed what in fact is a new architecture. New architecture for Queenstown. Right, new architecture for Queenstown. We'll see what it looks like. It looks like one of those modern architecture residential buildings in North America. Here is the Jesuit missions. So the Jesuits have their Oronoque house, Jesuits residence over here. Father Malcolm Rodriguez, I think, lived here until he died. Behind that is the Carnival Casino and Sleep-In Hotel. This is Central Seventh-day Adventist Church here on Oronoque Street. And that's the Queenstown Mosque, Queenstown Masjid. Straight up ahead, that's the Aden Hotel by Best Western. Right, that's Aden by Best Western, straight up ahead. We're going to take a closer look at it in a sec. But this is Church Street. Right, Church Street. You can see that's the Carnival Casino and Sleep-In Hotel here at Church Street. That's the Queenstown Jama Masjid, right, the largest mosque here in Georgetown, Queenstown Masjid. And here we're back at Merriman's Mall. Clearly some need to clean up this Merriman's Mall and turn it into an asset for the city. But of course, all of that is tied up in politics. It's Joe Hill Commercial. This is also a commercial residential building, but the masterpiece for this neck of the woods is the the masterpiece for this neck of the woods is the Best Western. Right, the Best Western Hotel. Aden by Best Western. This is also near completion. Seems as if they have almost finished the ground floor. They're now taking down the security fence, that is the construction fence, and they're putting in, seems as if they're putting in light fixtures. I can see lights on the ceilings of the ground floor. Right, this is Oronoque Street. This is the Aiden by Best Western Hotel. Last time we were here, they were still working on the ground floor, and now they seem to have completed it.
But I tell you, man.
All right, this is Robb Street in Georgetown. Seems as if they're completing the interior now, because I can see the lights. See, the lights are on the ceiling. And out here, they're still working on the parking lot. Right, they're still working on the parking lot. But this is what it looks like now on Tuesday, was the 11th of June, 2023. Here in well, I think we're out of Queenstown now, but let's head back to Oronoque Street. All right, so construction of this hotel is almost completed. 9 floors. All the way to the top. And they're doing the entrance, Aiden Hotel by Best Western. Back on Oronoque. United Nations building on the other side. And the next street is Regent. So that's it, guys. That's what's happening here in this neck of the woods. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Share in the comments below what you think about the transformation of Queenstown, Georgetown, and here on Oronoque Street in Stabroek, in the Stabroek section, with the Aiden Hotel here at Oronoque and Robb Street, near to what is in fact the busiest shopping street in Georgetown, Regent Street. All right, this is Oronoque on Regent Street. Oronoque Street continues for another 2 blocks to the south, ends at Cole Street. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in the fastest growing economy in the world, Guyana. Later!